So I think right now we're in a situation in which the violence of the economy has reached a very, very obscene peak. We know right now that we have actually 12 people in the world owning more than the bottom 4 billion people. We have soaring poverty, inequality that is extreme. We know the climate catastrophe, constant wars and militarism and genocide. People are suffering. So actually, the point is to say that if we want our basic needs met, if we want people to even get fed, we have 2 billion people who are suffering from food insecurity. If we want these basic needs to be met for everybody, you're an anti-capitalist, because the system is not meant to provide for the need. It's meant to provide for profit. And so what I'm trying to do here is shift the logic, again, propose a different lens through which we can say, we can't blame crony capitalism, we can't blame, excessive greed, we can't blame the idea that the system is not working as it should, and this is why we have all the inequality and the suffering. It's the opposite. The system is actually working as it's always been structured to work, and this is why we have such high accumulation at the top while the majority suffers. And we know that the reality is that even in Britain, the reason why we have so much wealth in the West, again, very divided, in the UK, 1 out of 3 children are in poverty. And since 2014, we have had billionaires grow 6-fold. Okay, so while billionaires keep growing, children keep getting poorer. And what we see is this, if in the UK the wealth is distributed very unequally, the reality is that the West is basing its capacity to develop on the structural underdevelopment of the global South. And this is very important. Still today, when supposedly colonialism is over, we have $65 billion or more every year that flows from the global South, especially Africa, to Europe and the United States. Democracy, liberal democracy, is really only a superficial facade. And this is why in my work, historical work, I also show how in moments in which people challenge this capital order, liberals and fascists are great allies. And this has been my work on the post-First World War period, is you see that Benito Mussolini was adored by the Bank of England and by Montagu Norman because he was the right man at a critical moment to keep workers in check and to avoid post-capitalist experiments. So this is the whole point, is that you see that liberal democracy presupposes economic coercion. And when people rise up against economic coercion, liberals and fascists are best friends to implement austerity.